So good morning everyone. Today class we discuss about difference between transformer and induction motor. Difference between transformer and induction motor. So transformer is a static device. A transformer is a static device from the time construction point of view, whereas induction motor is dynamic machine. Induction motor is dynamic machine. Dynamic machine which contains moving parts. That means there is no moving parts on transformer, only stationary device, while induction motor is a rotating device. It has a moving parts. So operation point of view, it works on the both machines works on the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic inductions. Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. That means in working principle point of view there is no difference. Next, so operation. A transformer transfer the electrical power. A transformer transfer the electrical power from one circuit to another circuit. From one circuit to another circuit without change in power and frequency. Without change power and frequency. But while induction motor that converts from electrical energy to mechanical energy. In induction motor that converts from electrical energy to mechanical energy. In the operation point of view, the transformer that transfer the electrical power from one circuit to another circuit, but induction motor that can be convert from electrical energy to mechanical energy. That is the difference. Next, the transformer. In a transformer, the frequency of both windings. That means primary and secondary is same. That means in transformer the frequency for primary winding and EMF induced in secondary winding, that is also same. But in induction motor the frequency of rotor is very less. Due to air gap, the frequency will not be same. So next, in the energy point of view, so in a transformer the primary and secondary, that means input and output. Input and output both is electrical energy. input and output is electrical energy. In induction motor, input is electrical energy. Input is electrical energy, but output is mechanical energy. Output is mechanical energy. The same principle, but output is electrical energy. So in transformer, two windings are electrically separated but magnetically coupled. In induction motor also same. In induction motor also same, but the rotor of the induction motor is short circuited. Induction motor is short circuited. So next, the transformer can be operated at any power factors. That means, that is lagging loads, leading loads, and resistive loads. But the induction motor only operated the induction motor is only operated with lagging loads only. Operated with lagging loads only. So next, in efficiency point of view, the efficiency of transformer is very more as compared to induction motor, because the transformer is a static device, there is no mechanical losses. So but induction motor is rotating device, that's why it has mechanical losses, that is friction and windage losses. So that's why the efficiency of transformer is somewhat less as compared to induction motor. The another name for induction motor is rotating transformer. The another name for induction motor is rotating transformer. So this is the difference between induction motor and transformer. So mainly induction motor is rotating device, transformer is static device. The efficiency of transformer is more. It can be operated at any power factor, but induction motor can operate at only lagging loads. And also somewhat have compared to the frequency of transformer is constant. The frequency of the transformer is constant. So the frequency of induction motor is not constant. In energy point of view, transformer has both input and output is electrical energy, but induction motor has input is electrical, output is mechanical. So next, phasor diagram. Phasor diagram of induction motor. The phasor diagram of induction motor is same as that of the phasor diagram of induction motor is same like that of the phasor diagram of induction motor is same like that of transformer, same like that of transformer. While going for induction motor phasor diagram, we draw a equivalent circuit. This one is V2 R1 X1 X2 R2 R2 1 by S minus 1 by S minus 1. This is the equivalent circuit of induction motor. Equivalent circuit of induction motor. Equivalent circuit of induction motor. The same like that of the phasor diagram of induction motor is same like that of transformer. So I am taking flux as a reference. Induced voltage is E1 E2 E1 E2. So what about, so that is I mu is then IW, like that. This is the no load current I0, like that of we are already lot of times we discuss in transformers. So the no load current, this one is no load power factor angle pi naught. So after that one, it operates always with what, the induction motor always operated with lagging loads, always operated with lagging loads. That's why I am taking the secondary current is I2. Secondary current is I2. What about primary current? I2 equal to I2 dash plus I0. I2 dash plus I0. Formula for I2 dash equal to what? K I2. K I2. So I2 dash is exactly like that. I2 dash exactly like that. So while drawing by vector addition, this one we can get I1. We can get I1. After that I1 draw is the I1 R1. I1 R1 exactly 90 degrees I1 X1. So while drawing this, what we can get is the V1 supply voltage. V1 supply voltage. After that one, what? This is I2 R2. It's like that. I2 X2. We can get E2. We can get E2. This is about phasor diagram of induction motor. Phasor diagram of induction motor. So only somewhat less as compared to transformer. So next, the pending topics in our fourth unit is cogging and crawling. Cogging and crawling of induction motor. Cogging and crawling of induction motor. This topic can be discussed on Monday class. This topic can be discussed on Monday class. So once again, I am telling the syllabus regarding what the topics for this unit we can discuss, cover. That is, one is torque equations. One is torque equation. In this torque equation, we can clear starting torque, running torque, condition for maximum torque, and relations. Next, what the topic can get discussed is torque slip characteristics. Torque slip characteristics. So next, complete equivalent circuit. Next, the phasor diagram today we complete. Phasor diagram of induction motor. Next topic is no load and blocked rotor test. Completed. Next, circle diagram and its problems. Inga only pending topic is cogging and crawling of induction motor. That can be discussed on next class. So all of you once again revision our 4th unit. If you have any doubts, please respond. Thank you.